Let's talk about engagement. Engagement on social media specifically. It is a really good metric to focus on when you're wondering if your social media posts are doing great or doing lousy, or maybe what can you do better? What should you repeat in the sense of using evergreen content for months from now and later on? Engagement is the best judge of that. It is proof of how others interact. Now, I will say that regarding that metric, I also want you to understand that sometimes your business, your posts may be something that your followers don't comment on because of, you could fill in the blank. For example, once I had a client who did counseling for people who had DUIs and needed to go through specific classes in order to get their license back. So therefore, she had a fantastic following on social media, tragically, but there were no comments. There was no engagement because people know that if they engage, somebody else is going to see it. And that's really a personal and private thing. So there wouldn't have been any engagement. But overall, if you have a business that doesn't have that kind of cap on it, then engagement is a great way to judge a metric. It doesn't have to be a steadfast, hard analytic that you study and obsess over, but it's helpful to see that the posts that are most engaged upon may be ideas, contents, and things you need to create more often. Another good one to think about is the difference between reach and impressions. So reach is how many eyes were looking at your posts, for example, video, story, something. However, that is not the same as engagement, and it is not the same as impressions. Impressions is how many times the views were kind of happening. So if you put a video out like this one today, and somebody needs to hear what you're saying more than once, or they want to go back and they got busy and they're watching over and over and over again, which is great, fantastic things for you, that's impression. It could be one person with 10 impressions if they keep watching your video over and over again, which again is different than the reach, because the reach is how much unique views were put onto your particular post or video. So they're kind of the three things that I like to focus on when I look at my analytics for help and guidance as to what works and what doesn't work. It is reach, impressions, and engagement, although engagement is my favorite because it really shows the community aspect. It shows the connecting. It shows the human side of social media way more than I think the rest of the analytics do. But you can also look at numbers. How many followers did you have January 1, and how many do you have maybe every 30 days, every 3 months? The challenge with that is that sometimes those followers are not ideally authentic to you. So maybe they're not engaging, or maybe they're just watching because they're in the same industry as you are and they're just looking to see what you do. Or maybe sometimes there's those extra creeper type followers that are bots, fake accounts, people that just don't have the best of intentions. So if your account has those people in it, it kind of jades the follower number. 5,000 followers to me is a huge number, but it's also not showing the proof and the quality, which goes back to why I focus on engagement, because engagement from 100 people is more valuable to me and my business than 5,000 followers. So just keep that into your head for consideration as you think out the analytics, if that's something that you want to focus on. If you have questions, please drop in the comments any question you have, and I'll be happy to answer it with you, for you, whatever works best. The truth is that do your best. That's number one. Be consistent. Also, really important. And overall, look at the numbers for guidance, advice, and suggestions, but don't obsess over the numbers. That's not going to get you anywhere, and it's only going to make your day harder. So give yourself an A+ for showing up on social media, and then just let the analytics from whatever platform you love most go ahead and guide you, but don't obsess over them. Let me know if you think this is helpful, or again, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Thanks.